Hey YouTube, how's it going? Kevin Cleary here with a knife video for you. And today I've got a really cool blade to share with you. This is a new mid-tech that's coming out and I'm sure is going to make a big splash in the marketplace. This is a Seftico knife and you should really look up Seftico and do some research on it and you will be really surprised at the cool stuff that they are doing. This is designed by Seftico Weson. And it's his own knife company. And I think they're going to call this model the Quartar, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I want to share a few interesting details about this knife with you, just a few features that I think are worth checking out. So this is going to be a titanium frame lock with a really interesting blade. They're calling the blade steel on this X390, and they're claiming that they took everything good about M390 and just ramped it up. So it's tougher, more corrosion resistant, better edge retention, just everything that they could do to make this even better. And they've also put a coating on here that is not DLC coating, but they claim that it actually reduces friction and makes the blade more streamlined so that when you're cutting stuff, it just moves through it. They actually used, hydraulic engineers to design the most streamlined, the most, easily cutting blade that they could that will hold an edge the longest. Nice, thick, heavy blade stock. But again, they did a lot of testing here with cardboard and various things to make sure that it was going to work well. Something really cool that they've done. Okay, so you probably are noticing here tip up carry, which is a little frustrating and not usually our favorite thing. However, I have to tell you, this knife does something really interesting, and that is, or the company did something really interesting, and that is they went out and they did a bunch of testing, and they timed people taking knives out of their pockets and deploying them. And what they found consistently was that people were faster with the tip up or tip down carry. And so they went with that. Now, I think in future models, there will be the option of a moved clip just because they know some people are like, I don't care, I'd rather have it that way, which is totally fine. They've also done some cool things here. They've got what they call their Select Smooth bearing system, which they claim is proprietary to them, like the steel. They're doing a few things like that. This is a Cerakote, by the way, and then whatever blade coating they have here, they don't share that in their marketing material. Now, there is going to be, you are going to be able to get these. I think they're starting a pre-order April 1st, which is when this video should post. I'm not supposed to share it before that, but April 1st before noon. Once noon comes along, then the pre-order is going to be over and you can't go there. But go to sefticowesson.edu.com and you should be able to sign up for the pre-order there. I think these are going to be $200 and then there'll be $265 retail, but if you get in on the pre-order, you can get it for $200. And Mass Drop will probably have them for $180 sometime in the next couple of months here. They did an interesting thing with the lock bar. Now it looks like it's all one piece, but it's actually, there's a cut right in here and this sets into the frame, and that's because they wanted to go titanium but then have a steel lock bar, because in their testing steel held up better to compressive strength or compressive forces than the the titanium, which I think is a pretty standard thing that most people know about. Also, the stop pin here, what they're going to do is ship these with multiple stop pins so that they can, so you can really put a lot of strain and stress and hardware. The other thing is they've made some pretty lofty claims about this knife. They actually said to me, we can't wait for Andrew Demko to get his hands on this and do a bunch of overstrikes, a bunch of spine wax, give it the old cold steel, whole rigmarole that they put them through in those videos. And they said, kind of tongue-in-cheek, I suppose, that this will slash pigs even better than anything that Lynn Thompson has ever come up with. So kind of a cool knife here, kind of some interesting stuff going on. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about it. I'm certainly not sure how you're going to feel about it, but all of the tactical features that we look for. And here's my sort of overall thoughts on this knife. Oh, by the way, I've heard rumors that they may put out a ceramic bladed version of this as well. And they've said it may be a ceramic laminate, so steel with ceramic inside, so you get great edge holding and still some of the toughness from the steel. Pretty interesting stuff. So, I like this quite a bit. It's comfortable in hand. The lock is really easy to access. And again, that was something they wanted to make sure that you could really easily get a hold of that. Everything about this knife has been really thought through and really put together well. The super steel, I'm interested, or the secret steel is what I should call it. I'm interested to see how it holds up. It's probably secretly just HCR 13 MOV or something like that. Anyway, I'm interested in this. It's really, I will say this, it's really lightweight for its size. It's surprising. The box says like 4 ounces. So I guess I should also point out this is 8.5 inches overall, 3.5 inches on the blade, 5 inches on the handle. About 1/2 inch thick, and as I say, it feels way lighter than it should, so they're claiming it comes in at 4 ounces. I didn't have time to weigh this before making the video. So there you go, guys. I think this will be an interesting knife. I'll be interested to see what Seftico comes out with in the future and how many Seftico knives they're able to make and sell. There's actually quite a few out there. So anyway, there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.